Hi everyone. So in this video, I am going to go ahead and go over how to set up your Newline board. I am going to go over how to set up date and time, how to set up the power on and off setting, as well as the toolbar and just the overall theme and the appearance of your Newline board. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing that you want to go ahead and do is you want to make sure that you turn on your Newline board. Okay, so as soon as you walk in, our tech department did an amazing job. They already went ahead and set up your Newline board in your room. They connected it, everything, all the cords are connected. You don't have to worry about that. All you need to do is push on that button and follow a few settings. First thing that you are going to see is up here on your screen is the time and date on your board. If you turn on your board for the very first time, you might see military time. So that might say 1347, 1537, whatever it may be. I will definitely show you guys how to remove that and put regular time on your screen. So let's get started. You can click anywhere to begin. This right here is your home screen for your board. Okay, so that means that this is where what you're going to see every single time you turn on your Newline board here. But right now, what we're going to go ahead and take a look at is the settings. So to access the settings, you're going to click on this button right here. So in the video, it's going to be the button that's going to appear right now. That's the button you want to look for on the top right-hand side of your screen. Okay. The next thing we're going to go ahead and do is you have access to all of these settings. But to be honest, you only have to edit a few. So the first one we're going to go ahead and take a look at is date and time setting. To make sure that you have the right time, you want to make sure that this first setting is at Pacific Standard Time. Once that's set, you're done. Automatic date and time. And then lastly, what you're going to go ahead and take a look at is the use 24-hour format. If your Newline board is the first time being turned on, it will still show military time. It will still show that 24-hour time frame. So you want to make sure that you unselect this box right here to turn off that setting. Okay? So once you've checked for Pacific Standard Time, turn this off. Move on to the next setting. Next setting is power on and off setting. This one is very important because you want to make sure that the energy saving is turned off. Currently right now with your smart board is going to be at 30 minutes. So basically what that means is that if you are not touching your board and you are teaching from your desk, this board will turn off after 30 minutes. Doesn't matter if you're in the middle of your lesson, doesn't matter if you are projecting and you're using it, but if it's not being physically touched, if you're not interacting with it, then it will turn off after 30 minutes. So to prevent that and to make sure that it does not turn off in the middle of my lesson, I'm going to make sure I select never. Okay, so that just means that while you're in class, it will be turned on until you physically turn it off at the end of the day. All these other ones, they're going to stay the same. You don't have to worry about that. The next setting we're going to go ahead and take a look at is your toolbar. This right here is your toolbar. It appears off to the left and to the right-hand side of your screen. I'll go ahead and add an image to it right now so that way you can see what you're looking for on your board. That toolbar, it helps you toggle between your board and the computer. Most of the time you might not need it, you might not even use it. Okay, but currently, as soon as you turn on your board, it will have both settings activated, meaning that the toolbar will be accessible on the left and the right side. Personally, I would like it on my left because my desk is to the left of the board. If your desk is to the right of the board, you might want it on the right side. It is completely up to you. Just make sure you are turning off the setting you do not want. Okay, customized icons. This one's up to you completely, which one you would like. You can leave it as is. You don't have to change it at all. The next one and final one that we're gonna go over is our theme. So click on that. You have your regular theme, which is the one I am showing. You also have this more colorful one. This is what it looks like. It is up to you which one you would like to use. What's your preference? Okay. For mine, I am going to go ahead and just leave it up with the first one. And that's it. All of the other settings, yes, they're there. They're great, but you don't have to do anything to them. Okay. Now that I have shown you the settings of the board, I'm going to go ahead and take you a little closer to the board itself to go ahead and take a look to see what other parts are available on your board. Okay, so another part that's available onto your board is this handy remote. It's actually going to be attached to the back of your Newline board. And so this is what it looks like right here on the back of your board. And the great thing about this one is you can adjust by clicking on the up and down arrows. You can adjust the height of your board. You can lower it. Yes, it takes a little bit, but you can lower it. You can higher it. It is up to you in the height that you would like your board to be set up on. Okay, so again, that's this remote. That's what this one does for you. On the side of your Newline board, you are also going to get two pens. They are magnetized, so you don't have to worry about losing them. These will allow you to touch anything on your board. You can also touch anything with your hand, but you can also do it with the pen itself, so that way it is easier to write with, easier to click on, whatever it is that you're going to do. You have two of these pens available to you. All right, so now that I have shown you what the extra components do for your board, like the two pens and the remote to change the height of your board, I'm going to go ahead and show you what it looks like inside. So to go inside of your board, you're going to click on HDMI front. And if you see your desktop preview, that means that everything's plugged in correctly. If it just says loading, something is wrong. You want to go ahead and double check on your connections. Okay, but HDMI front, this is going to show you the preview. Then I'm going to go ahead and click on the preview, and it is going to open up my desktop for me. So once I am there, I can go ahead and open up anything that I want. Okay, I can go ahead and open up my Chrome. I can open up my camera, my calendar, anything that's physically on my computer, I can open up through my Newline board. So right now, let's go ahead and open up Google Chrome. Okay, so let's go ahead and say that you're in the middle of a math lesson. You can go ahead and pull up the Google slide onto your Newline board. You can work from your desk and share this screen with your Zoomers and your roomers, or you can go ahead and actually stand up and work on the slides themselves here. Let's say that you want to emphasize a point and you want them to take a look at this expression. So whatever you do on your computer, you can definitely do on your Newline board. Okay? Let's say that I want a whiteboard because I want to solve through problems with my students. Go ahead and open up Jamboard. And this will give you a virtual whiteboard. Now, why do I select Jamboard over the whiteboard that's already in the board itself? This one, as I am writing my expression with my students. Let me get my pen actually out. So it's 5y plus 6x plus 2y. And I'm asking my students to go ahead and to simplify the expression. I can definitely click on share. I can copy the link and share it to my entire class. It could be my roomers here in class with me. It can be my Zoomers at home. But that way, everybody gets to work on the same problem. So 5y plus 2y plus 6x. And my students can go ahead and solve that. Okay? All right, so in the next video, I'll go ahead and show you what it looks like to actually use this with your roomers and Zoomers, what it's gonna look like, how it's gonna get set up when you're using it with Zoom, but this is what it would look like if you're just using the board itself.